This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Metal Gear Acid. In the last episode, we started our new adventure. Well, not really. We kind of started the tutorial of the game, so that's cool. And I talked a bit about my experience with the previous game. Not all of it, just bits and pieces, which I'll do over the course of the game. And then whatever this new game has to offer. We notice that there's a slight difference in color schemes and how it looks, and the tutorial level is very psychedelic. And also, one thing I forgot to mention while playing the game, booting it up, is that this game originally came with a pair of 3D glasses, which, if you watch the beginning of the video, it shows like a scene about wearing your solid eye. That's what they use to describe the 3D glasses, which I think it's just if you have it on. I didn't see any options anywhere in the setting to turn it on or off, so it must just be on. So if you have the certain 3D glasses, you might get a different experience here. Maybe that's why the colors are as it is. I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm not wearing it because I already wear glasses, and I have a hard time with anything that requires me to wear another pair of glasses on top of my glasses. Like, you know what they say, I can't do anything without my glasses. And that's why I can't handle like 3D, like, you know, I can't do IMAX or stuff like that that requires me to wear 3D glasses. It screws me up, like, it's on the big time, and I can't enjoy the movie. So that's why, well, luckily for me, I don't have to pay like $30 to watch stuff like that at least. But anyway, we're not talking about how my poor movie going experiences. We're here to play the game. So let's finish the tutorial and finally get on with what the plot's going on. But we have to figure out how to play the game first before players into payers. No. Well, this is nice because in the previous game, you had to like wait a turn or something like that, or you used up your whole turn after climbing a ladder or something like that. It was pretty ridiculous. Because I remember, yeah, having to like stop my turn, add a ladder, climb it, and that would end my turn or something like that. So this is nice in this case. So are we trying to not get caught, or are we trying to get this guy? I think. Okay, so. And then it's a surprise shot if we are flattened against the wall, what the last episode told me, right? So now do I have to knock and distract? I don't think I do. I think I can just, well, let's see what happens if I just stay on the wall. Okay, and then use a gun. Yeah, in the previous game you could move or use certain, move will only do move actions, like you can kind of tell. In other cards you can still move, but some cards will have an extra benefit as well. Like this one has, this is one M1911, attack 20, hit 90%, nice. Caliber 45, 3 shots, attack times 20, 1.5 when no alert. So it's more damage if you're not in alert phase. Okay, so this will be surprise shot. Oh, nice. Actually, the previous game might have had something like that, but maybe I never utilized it. Oh, and that's it. Huh. I thought there was more to the level. Well, it looks like there is, but okay. Huh. Nice. All right. Cool. I'll have to keep the surprise shots in mind for later. All right, number 6, equipment. There are 2 types of cards: use a type and equip type. Or trap cards. No, I'm just kidding. You've activated my trap card. I can't do the Yu-Gi-Oh voice. Or who's the guy who does Yu-Gi-Oh bridge? I can't do his voice either. But well, he's a voice actor, so in real life. So a use type card will take effect immediately when it is used. Equip type cards are placed into your equipment box and take effect once certain conditions are met. Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that. I didn't really master that till like the very end of the game. And even then, I didn't really master it that well. There are plenty of people who have better playthroughs on that game than I do, I bet. Although I never went online to look, so I don't know. I don't go to when I record games, I don't go and see if someone did a better job or if they did a video. I just assume they did, and I'm not. And if I did, I'd be influenced by that player's play style, so I just kind of want to keep it my own. Even if I suck, I still want to keep it my own. To use an equip type weapon, first select a weapon card and choose to equip it. Okay. The cursor will move to an empty space in an equipment box. Once equipped is displayed, press the circle button to equip the weapon. If you select a weapon of the same gauge as an equipped card, it will be placed on top of that weapon in your equipment box. To replace it, wait, no, it said same gauge, so press O button when loading. That's it, loading. I don't think the game ever did a very good job. The previous game didn't do a very good job explaining that's how that worked, because I didn't figure it out till... Actually, no, I don't think the previous game does explain that's how that works, because I just had to, I was messing around off screen until I figured out that is what that did, you know. If the previous game did explain it, I didn't remember it to use it. There are other rules and so forth, and you can see them by entering the command menu with the X button and selecting guide. Okay, so you can go command menu and guide to look at some of the other rules, I guess. Okay, now you can try to engage in combat with the enemy. Ooh, sorry. Recording this later than I usually do. Eliminate all enemies. Eliminate. Maybe that's why this level's a little bit longer, because it was going to be used for multiple tutorial sections. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we've got one dude who apparently has 2 weapon cards. I'm not good at gauges and stuff like that, so I don't know. Okay, so you get multiple turns, so might as well. I actually do want to move and then get behind one. Well, let's move first, and then we'll. And we'll do that. And then we'll equip the card. I'll just look at the other ones I have. Yeah, ration will automatically be used. Same with move. Okay, and then we've got a bunch of M4s, attack 10 at 70%. 5.56 millimeter bullets, but 8 shots. Reaction 10%. Okay, let's equip that. Oh, but you can see the little boxes up there. Yeah, you can tell that this is designed slightly different. It must be designed for the 3D glasses. You can tell the boxes are not flat on the screen. They're kind of, you know, 3D-ish. Alright, is he going to move or is he going to stay put? He's going to stay put. I wonder if I can still get a surprise shot on him. Well, let's find out. Let's equip it. And then, okay, yeah. Then let's see if we hit him. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if I finished him off or not. Nice. Well, in this case, I doubt the surprise shot really did anything. I assume surprise shot just means maybe you go first or have a higher reaction speed, or maybe you won't get countered, because in this game, that certain weapon cards can counter and all that other stuff. But anyway, we did it. Hooray! Fantastic job. I guess it's why they call you a legendary hero. That's all for today's training. You'd better get some rest before your real work begins. Oh, finally, we're going to play the game. Yay! I mean, the tutorials are important. It's just, I wish games were better at like, incorporating them into the gameplay. I know some games you just can't do that with. Consuelo, Sneak. Actually, I can't. I'm not very good at Spanish accents. At least Consuelo sounds like a Spanish name for me. Snake. She must actually be from Spain, if that's her design for it. Snake. Huh? Are we there? I have to get my snake voice back together. Just about. Good. Too bad I can't do Roddy Piper's voice. What are you spacing out for? It's nothing. Uh-huh. Sure it is. Ooh, sure it is. Yeah, these guys are probably temporary, so I shouldn't even put that much work into their voices. Did you have that dream again? Yeah. I see. What are you, his therapist? Does Snake have a huge pompadour? It kind of looks like his design's like that. Good news, Snake. Looks like we yield our way past the control tower. It's a good thing we paid off the right people at the right time. In another 15 minutes, we'll touch down in the land of the tree. Land of the tree? Did I read that right? It's been a week since we got out of the Serena Republic. One hell of a long week. Serena Republic. Was that mentioned in the previous game? I hear you, Roddy. I doubt Escobar will be able to chase us all the way here, either. Don't be too sure about that. He's more persistent than you think. And I know he hasn't forgotten we destroyed his precious drug factory. No, this is not directly tied from the previous one, at least in terms of immediately thereafter. So, besides, I can't imagine him not coming in after the 15 million. I'm sure he's dying to get that money back. I'll be glad to help him out with that dying part if it comes to that. We're talking about dying here, and you guys look like generic characters. I wonder what your fate's going to be. What's everyone planning to do once we get there? I'm going to buy me a ranch. Been my dream since I was a little snot. Okay, who calls him? Alright, never mind. He must be Southern if he's calling himself a snot. So you're planning to be a cowboy partner? There's something wrong with that? I just pity the horse. I pity the foo. Come again? Pretty. The horse. Horses are pretty, aren't they? Wait, what? Anyway, as for my dream, I plan on living it up on some tropical island. Yeah. Was it beach, babes, and I forgot what the 3 B's of tropical islands are. What about you, Consuela? Planning to start up that motorbike shop you were talking about? Well, what are you gonna do, Snake? Well, why did you deflect, lady? Search for something I've lost. Like Metal Gear. That's probably what he's lost. He's lost his memory again? He had an issue with his memory. Well, I guess he didn't lose his memory in the last game. He just had an issue with it because someone was messing with his brain. I guess in this... Well, actually, I'm trying to remember. Were there any parts of the previous game where he said he was losing memory? No, I don't think so. So why has he lost his memory? Whatever. Maybe he'll explain. If it ties into the previous game at all. It might not be. From what it feels like, I'm almost feeling like it's just a separate story, like alternate reality type of situation. Your memory? Yeah. Interesting. I was sure shocked when Consuelo brought you in 3 years back. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I mean, he was practically dead and a total stranger. What possessed you to take him in, Consuela? Yeah, this is definitely an alternate reality. He may not even be the Snake from the previous Metal Gear games on the NES or MSX system. I just wanted to help, even if he was only one person. You did it because it was right after the Pralia massacre, right? When all those natives were slaughtered? But once you recovered, Snake and I found out that on top of a building of a skilled mercenary, he had a mean case of amnesia. I was twice as shocked. I mean, I would have thought a mercenary of your caliber could get so banged up like that. What the hell happened to you? At least the wording in this is different. Instead of like very few sentences get chopped off into another dialogue box. Like they try to actually have the sentences in the box so I can read it without having to like do some weird, cutting my words or pressing the button at the right time to make it flow better. How should he know? He's got amnesia, remember? He's not even sure whether or not he was a mercenary to begin with. Which is perfectly understandable considering his memory problems. Dude, mental case right here. Why are you guys talking to me like I'm not here? No, he's a mercenary, alright, through and through. I'll bet he's an agent for the CIA. Maybe he's royalty from some exotic foreign country. Okay, seriously, guys, stop talking to me about me like I'm not here. Give me a break. I could be right, you know. Snake? Royalty? That feels weird. Care to make a friendly wager? Fine with me. I want in on this too. Wow. Alright, Snake, just deal with the idiots. Alright then, in order to find out who the lucky winner is, we'll just have to get a hold of Snake's past somehow. Let's make it a game, shall we? Like the one we're playing? Right, my island will have to wait until then. Are you really that interested in that? Deep down, I've always wanted to be a detective, even more than a cowboy. Detective, huh? Well, I do like detectives. You guys don't have to. I feel like I'm not getting my Snake voice right for some reason. We want to. You saved our lives after all. It's the least we can do. Thanks. Time to land this baby. Yeah, it kind of looks like Snake has a big-ass pompadour or not pompadour, or it kind of, well, not really, but, you know, just the big old set of hair. Actually, in the previous scene, it looked like it had like was it those like sometimes military people hairstyles they'll do, almost like Guile, except obviously not as pointy. Anyway, let's move. Hold on, something's not right. Welcome to America. Fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. Exclamation point. Nobody move. Dalton, FBI. Nuts, being caught by the cops. Rod and Louise, David Copeland, Consuela Alvarez, and Snake. I'm putting you all under arrest for unauthorized entry into the country, and for the murder of Mr. Perez, the Serena Republic's Secretary of State. Dun dun dun! I guess that was a twist, huh? Dot dot dot. You're lucky I arrested you when I did. A little gratitude would be nice. ... At least you could give me your real name. ... So, you really do have amnesia. Fine. I've already done my own investigation anyway. Too bad I don't have a grizzled cop or detective voice, really. Name unknown. Age unknown. Place of birth unknown. Alias Snake. Yeah, the hairstyle just looks weird on him. I don't know why. Highly skilled mercenary who appeared 3 years ago in Serena Republic, a small South American country torn by civil war, sided with the resistance fighters plotting against the country's authoritarian military regime headed by General Delgado. Played a significant role in overthrowing Delgado's regime. Major contributions include the successful infiltration of Tormenta Stronghold, a crucial strategic location for Delgado. This was seen as a decisive factor in the resistance fighters' victory. But no matter how many times I read this, it still doesn't add up. Why would a mercenary who overthrew the old regime murder Perez, the Secretary of State for the new government? I didn't do it. It was Escobar. Escobar, the South American drug lord, he framed you then. Right. I see. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't matter if that's true or not. The important thing here is that the U.S. government has received a formal demand from the Serena Republic to hand you over to them. A formal demand? That's right. Escobar is apparently showering Serena government officials with huge amounts of money to get you locked up. It seems he's dying to get his hands on you, Snake. I don't know what you did exactly, but he's seething with hatred. ... If you're handed over to him, you'll be gunned down at best. At worst, you'll be tortured for months, then killed. So why do you care? Let's just say I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Very funny. I'm here all week. Now let's get to the point. Okay, that was kind of funny. There's something I'd like you to help me with. I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. Sound reasonable? I don't need your help. A tough guy, huh? A tough guy, yeah? But what about your friends, Roddy, Dave, Consuela? The Serena government has invited those three back too. If they get deported, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel, Dr. Phil? ... Willing to hear me out now? Well, if I know the game was gonna, if I know the game was gonna show that like trailer in the game, I wouldn't have shown it in the previous episode. I thought I'd just let it run again because I thought it was nice little music. I wonder that Venus character though. That obviously spoiling a bit of stuff in the future. We're gonna fight crazy characters or run into them because from the looks of them. But the Venus character, her design kind of looks like an older version of Alice for the previous game. Who, spoilers for the previous game, she was the mastermind because of some weird, it was convoluted stuff, but basically she was this like old test subject who took over another test subject's body, and it was, like I said, convoluted at best. Bad storytelling at worst. I wouldn't say it was bad storytelling. It was just convoluted for convoluted's sake. But anyway, her design kind of looks like an older Alice. So, I mean, some artist designs kind of, depending on the artist, sometimes they kind of merge certain like styles together. So sometimes some characters will look very similar to each other. Anime does that a lot, where a lot of times their faces are all the same in a lot of their styles, but all they change is like the hair. That's all they do. So anyway. This is Snake. I'm at the rendezvous point. Not bad. You made it 2 minutes. You're on your own from here on in. I'll be staying in the boat. This must be this little favor we had to do for him before we do the... It looks like we're maybe going to multiple locations over the course of the game, maybe. Well, aren't you lucky? Taking it easy while I do all the hard work. That's not how it is. My life's on the line too, you know. Just relax. I won't leave without you. Let's go over your mission again. Your job is to infiltrate St. Logic, Inc. They're a private supplier of military arms, and the building is crawling with security. The compound is practically an enemy fort. Or, army fort? Anyway. The research facility used to be an army base, and the guards are highly trained killers, mercenaries, former special forces, you name it. I know you're a good, Snake, but don't underestimate these guys. Well, a guy can get shot any other way and still die, right? Sounds like an awful lot of security for even a military contractor. That's because they've got something to hide, of course. ... I need you to get me one of their files. Access St. Logic's local area network. Copy the file I need. Get out of there in one piece. Insert the silicon disk I gave you into the specified terminal. Once it's inserted, a program on the disk will take care of the rest. It'll automatically run a search for the file I want to copy it for you. What's in the file? Let's just say it's enough evidence to put away St. Logic for good. So you're telling me this is just part of some investigation? Of course. Yeah, I highly doubt that, especially with a game that's all known about twists, turns, and betrayals and all this other stuff, like most spy movies and games. But you never get away with using illegally obtained evidence in court. True. You'd have to get through official means, so I don't know how you're going to utilize it. Don't worry about it. I've got everything under control. Are you really with the FBI? I showed you my ID, didn't I? Isn't that enough? Even though IDs can be falsified, but whatever. ... Anyway, help me with this investigation and you're free. I'll set you and your friends up with a new life. And get that $14 million back for you. Oh yeah, they probably did confiscate that, didn't they? Sucks to be you. $15 million. That's right. Anyway, trust me. I'm a man of my word. Yeah, he probably skimmed $1 million off the top. Why not? ... I prepared the outfit you used to wear. Not exactly your run-of-the-mill mercenary gear. And it doesn't come with a weapon. That would be illegal. Of course, that's the illegal part. Not that the rest of the operation is exactly legal, but, well, it's a matter of principle. If you need a weapon in there, improvise. It won't be the first time I've done that. Alright, no more chatting. It's about time you got started. Just infiltrate the building, find the terminal, access the LAN. Or LAN. Got it. Alright, first mission. Looks like we're doing some grunt work for Mr. Dalton there so we can get our friends out. But, yeah, find and access the terminal. But what will this mission lead to? Will we get through it successfully? Will we fail? And, ooh, we got a Roy Campbell card already. Although we're not at that point where we can buy cards and stuff like that, so... But anyway, will Snake be able to complete this mission, get his friends back into the high life, and escape this, the world of stealth and danger? Yeah, right. But find out next time in the next episode of Metal Gear Acid 2. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.